Some buildings never sleep, and some secrets don't like the light. At Morgan and Wraithlaw, the marble shines too bright to notice the cracks. My name's Darnell Brooks. Night security, 28 years old, 2 years on the graveyard shift. People think a job like this is boring, but boredom's a luxury when you work for people who buy silence for a living. Every night's the same. Sweep the lobby, check the cameras, sign in cleaning staff. At 1 a.m., the attorney's offices go dark, except for one, the head partner, Mr. Grayson. Light always on, no one ever inside. I'd hear things sometimes. Footsteps on the floor above, voices under the static of the monitors. I told myself it was pipes, old wiring, but every time the elevator opened on floor 27, the temperature dropped just a little. One night, the cleaning lady, Ms. Paulette, told me she wasn't going up there no more. Said she heard someone crying through the vents. I laughed it off, but she looked at me like she was praying I'd listen.
Mr. Brooks, that building ain't right after midnight.
By the second week, I started writing everything down. Door logs, keycard scans, camera glitches. There were entries I didn't make. Doors open between 2 and 3 a.m., same time every night. The signature read, "System Override." That night I rode the elevator up to 27. The hallway smelled like metal and lemon polish. I scanned my keycard at Grayson's door. Red light, access denied. But behind that door, I heard breathing, slow, shaky, human. I backed away, heart racing. I powered, walked back to my desk. I told myself to call it in, but when I looked up at the camera feed, my screen flashed and all 27th floor footage erased itself. Someone else was watching me. Next night, I came prepared. Pocket flashlight, old school tape recorder. No system could wipe that. 2:14 a.m., same hour. I swiped again, still red. So I checked the vent shaft, one panel loose behind the water cooler. I crawled through that duct like a rat in a lawyer's cage. And that's when I saw her. She was huddled in the corner, wrists cuffed, eyes wild. A witness, one I'd seen months back on the firm's biggest case, State v. Dalka. She was supposed to have gone missing. Turns out she was right under their damn feet. She told me they were keeping her hidden until trial. Protective custody, Grayson called it. Only it wasn't protection. It was insurance. She'd seen something that could bury the firm's biggest client and maybe Grayson with him.
They'll kill me if I talk. Please, you have to get me out.
That's the thing about morals. They sound easy until you're the only one left holding them. I waited until the next night, brought a spare uniform, a fake visitor badge, and a key override from the tech department. 2:30 a.m., I was gonna walk her straight out the service elevator, call the cops from the alley, and disappear. Simple plan, but simple plans die fast. Halfway down the hall, I spotted movement on the camera feed. 2 guards, my shift partners, Reggie and Cole. They weren't supposed to be on 27. They were heading straight for us. Reggie saw me first. "Brooks, what the hell you doing up here?" I tried to play it cool, said I was checking a fire alarm glitch, but his hand never left his holster. Cole walked past me and knocked twice on Grayson's door. It opened. That's when I knew they were all in on it, every damn one. And that poor woman, she was just currency. Cole lunged first. I swung my flashlight, caught him across the jaw. Reggie drew, fired, missed. Bullet punched a hole through Grayson's glass wall. I grabbed the witness, yanked her into the stairwell. The alarm screamed, sprinklers hissed like rain, floor after floor. We ran, cameras dead, radios crackling, my keycard fried from the system override. We were ghosts in a building full of monsters. Down in the sub-basement, the lights flickered, backup generators kicked in, and then Grayson's voice came over the PA.
Mr. Brooks, Let's not do anything reckless. You're protecting someone who doesn't exist.
I looked at her, bruised, terrified, but alive. And for the first time all night, I stopped being security. I started being a witness too. Grayson and his guards cornered us near the loading dock. He looked calm, even smiled. "You don't understand, son. The law isn't about truth, it's about control." He aimed his pistol at the witness, told me to hand her over. But he forgot one thing. Security always knows the exits. I hit the fire suppress switch. Gas flood system kicked in. Lights went white. Alarm blared. I dragged her through the dock gate before the system locked down. By the time the cops came, the building was clean, cameras wiped. Reggie and Cole claimed I went rogue. Grayson's office looked untouched. And the closet, the one I found her in, was gone. Drywall patched, fresh paint. But she made it out. I got her to a journalist contact. Week later, Morgan and Wraith went dark. Investigation pending. Grayson retired quietly. As for me, they say I broke protocol, compromised the firm. Maybe I did, but some nights, when I look at the skyline, I swear I still see her reflection in those glass towers, watching, waiting, free. This was Night Watch. You're watching CGE TV, where stories never die.